Good Thursday morning, boys and girls of Gallatin County. It is day 24 of our NTI work. Today I am coming to you reading another one of my favorite books from my favorite series about corduroy. If you remember, I read a book about corduroy a couple weeks ago, actually, and corduroy had snuck off to get Lisa a birthday gift, and he ended up at the newspaper stand, and the man had put him aside, and Lisa had rescued him at the end, and everything ended happy. Well, today I'm reading A Pocket for Corduroy. Again, this is a book that I heard when I was little. I remember sitting on the carpet in elementary school listening to my teacher read these books, and they were my favorite. I loved corduroy. So I am excited to share this book with you. Today's book is going to lead corduroy down another adventure where he gets lost, and it's going to hit habits 1, be proactive, make good decisions. Going to hit habit 5, seek first to understand, then be understood, because corduroy is wanting something and Lisa's going to have to understand what he wants. And it's also going to hit habit 4 because at the end, it's a win-win for everybody. So think win-win is also hit in this book because at the end, corduroy gets what he wants, Lisa gets what she wants. So everybody is happy. So here we go. A Pocket for Corduroy by Don Freeman. Late one summer afternoon, Lisa and her mother took their laundry to the laundromat. As always on such trips, Lisa carried along her toy bear, Corduroy. And we learned in the other book that Lisa and Corduroy are best friends. So it makes sense that she takes him with her everywhere she goes. The laundromat was a very busy place at this hour. Now, Corduroy, you sit right here and wait for me, Lisa said. I'm going to help out with our wash. I would say that Lisa's being very proactive as well. She's helping her mother do laundry. Corduroy waited patiently. Then he suddenly perked up his ears. Lisa's mother was saying, "Be sure to take everything out of your pockets, Lisa dear. You don't want your precious things to get all wet and soapy." "Pockets?" said Corduroy to himself. "I don't have a pocket." He slid off the chair. "I must go find something to make a pocket out of," he said, and he began to look around. Now, Corduroy obviously was not thinking about what would happen if he got lost and how Lisa would feel. First, he came to a pile of fancy towels and washcloths, but nothing was the right size or color for a pocket. Then he saw a huge stack of colorful clothes in a laundry bag. "There ought to be something in there to make a pocket out of," he said. Now, what do you think is going to happen to Corduroy? Without hesitating, that means without thinking about it, he climbed inside the bag, which was filled with pieces of wet laundry. The dampness didn't bother Corduroy in the least. "Ah, this must be a cave," he said, slightly happy. "I've always wanted to live in a cool, dark cave." When the time came for Lisa to fetch her bear, he was gone. "Oh, Mom," she exclaimed, "Corduroy isn't here where I left him." "I'm sorry, honey," she said, "but the laundromat will be closing soon, and we must be getting home." I'm sure Lisa is feeling very upset and nervous and scared. Lisa was reluctant to leave Corduroy. That means she didn't want to leave him. But her mother insisted. That means she made her. "You can come back tomorrow," she said. "I'm sure he will be here." As they left, a young man wearing an artist's beret, that's an artist's hat, was taking his wet laundry out of a bag, the very bag that Corduroy had discovered. Before he knew it, Corduroy was being tossed together with all the sheets and shirts and shorts and slacks. Right there is Corduroy. He was tossed inside the dryer, but just as the artist was shutting the glass door, Corduroy tumbled out onto the floor. How in thunder did that bear ever get mixed up with all my things? The artist wondered. Poor Corduroy was damp all over. Ah, the least I can do for him is give his overalls a good drying, said the man thoughtfully. He unbuttoned Corduroy's shoulder straps and put his overalls in the dryer. Corduroy grew dizzy as he watched the clothes spinning around, but the artist became inspired. That means he got an idea. This would make a wonderful painting, he said as he took a sketch pad out of his pocket and began drawing the swirling colors. I can hardly wait to get back to my studio. Finally, the dryer stopped whirling and the man gathered up the clothes. Then he helped Corduroy put on his warm, dry overalls. All at once, the manager of the laundromat called, "Closing time! Everybody out!" Does the artist look inspired? Yes, he does. Looks a little excited. Corduroy was gently placed on top of a washing machine. I wonder who that bear belongs to, said the artist as he was leaving. Seems to me he should have his name someplace. He's too fine a fellow to be lost. As soon as the lights were turned off, Corduroy began his search again. He was surprised to see something white glowing in the dark. Maybe it's snow, he said excitedly. I've always wanted to play in the snow. Now, do you think there would be snow in the laundromat? So what do you think this is? If you said laundry soap, you are right. He accidentally tipped over the open-lidded box and suddenly was covered with soft, slippery soap flakes. Gradually, Corduroy began to slip and slide. Oh, what fun, he said with a smile. I've always wanted to ski down a steep mountainside. He landed paws first in an empty laundry basket. Oh, this must be a cage, he said, peeking through the bars. I've never wanted to live inside a cage like a bear in the zoo. But by now, Corduroy felt drowsy. That means sleepy. And soon he nodded off to sleep. Next morning, when the manager came to open the door of the laundromat, there was Lisa waiting. I left something here yesterday, she explained. May I look around? Certainly, said the manager. My customers are always leaving things. Lisa was searching under the chairs and in the back of the washing machines when she heard the manager say to her, Is this what you're looking for, señorita? Yes, he's my best friend, shouted Lisa as she came running. She reached in and picked Corduroy out of the basket. So this is where you've been, you little rascal, she said. It's time I took you home. Lisa thanked the manager and ran out the door and down the street, holding Corduroy tightly in her arms. I thought I told you to wait for me, she said. Why did you wander away? I went looking for a pocket, Corduroy said. Oh, Corduroy, why didn't you tell me you wanted a pocket? Asked Lisa, giving him an affectionate squeeze. Affectionate just means loving. Now, how do we know that this book is make-believe, fiction? 1, teddy bears don't talk. And 2, we definitely can't understand them. That very morning, Lisa sewed a pocket on Corduroy's overalls. And here is a card I've made with your name on it for you to keep tucked inside your pocket, she said. I've always wanted a purple pocket with my name tucked inside, said Corduroy as he and Lisa nuzzled noses. The end. So if Corduroy had just told Lisa, like she said at the end, that he wanted a pocket with his name in it, she would have given it to him, but he didn't tell her, so that's where habit 5 came in. All you have to do sometimes to get what you want is to tell people what you want. He did not go about it the best way. He got lost again. Lisa got worried about him. And in the end, thankfully, though, everything worked out. So, again, guys, habits 1, habit 5, and habit 4. Because at the end, everybody was happy. Corduroy got his pocket and his name, and Lisa got her bear back. That was a win-win. Guys, till tomorrow. Bye.